all my yoga friends, welcome to Got Yoga. I'm Chris Scott, and in today's video, Dancer Pose Yoga for Beginners is a sequence I have created for you that is for the complete beginner to be able to find their version of Dancer Pose, or Natarajasana in Sanskrit. So this sequence is going to lead all the way up to Dancer Pose. You're going to find some movements that will prepare the body for Dancer Pose, that will help you find the coordination that you need for Dancer Pose, and will create the familiarity and muscle memory that you need for Dancer Pose. In today's class, you will need a block or possibly a thick book. Definitely, you will need a blanket. If not a blanket, rolling up your yoga mat will work. Possibly some of you might need a strap. You can use a towel or a rolled up tie. And at the very end, a wall or a chair might come in handy, but it is optional. Before we jump on our mat, if you are enjoying these videos and appearances of Phoebe the Weenie, please subscribe to my channel. I post regularly, and leave me a voicemail on my website. I'll leave a link below for it. I get to hear a little snippet of your voice. You can say things like where you're watching from, or, leave me a yoga question. I'd love to hear your voice. Let's jump into today's yoga class and find our inner dancer. Let's begin laying on our backs. Have a block close by because we're going to use it after this first pose. Roll a blanket up nice and tight. So roll it up. Bring the back of your shoulder blades onto the blanket. Press into your feet. That's going to roll your chest open. So now the lower part of your shoulder blades are touching the blanket. If your lower back is compressed, lift your hips up, lengthen your tailbone towards your heels, and lower yourself back down. Cactus arms with your hands. It's a little 90 degrees with your hands and elbows. And you can do whatever you want with your feet. So like straight, Baddha Konasana with the palms of the feet together, heels close, or heels wide, knees touching. Find stillness and close your eyes. We're taking this time here in the beginning to tune into our bodies. Let's begin by noticing our breath. Letting the belly rise on every inhalation and fall on every exhalation. Lengthening your inhalations and your exhalations. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly blink open your eyes. Lift your head and shoulders off the mat so you can move your blanket out of the way and grab your block. Lay back down. Squeeze the block between your thighs. Open your arms up into a T shape. And draw your knees over to the left. So kind of hug your knees towards you. Keep both of your legs touching your block. Close your hands together here. And on your next inhale, open up. Drawing that right shoulder down. Exhale, closing back like a crocodile closing its jaws. Inhale. Opening. Drawing the right shoulder over to the right. Exhale. Closing. Hands come to touch. Inhale. And exhale. So just make your movement go with your breath. Inhale. Just your chest is opening. Exhale. Your legs and your hips are staying where they are. This time as you inhale, cactus your right arm that 90-degree angle. And exhale, close the hands back. Inhale, elbow and hand, try to touch the opposite side. Exhale, close. One more, inhale, opening the chest. Exhale to close. Now lift your knees back up, leave your block where they are, and draw your knees over to the right. So the knees are towards the chest. Close your hands off, so left hand comes to the right. And you're going to inhale to open, left shoulder draws down towards the mat. Exhale to close. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Close. Inhale. Exhale. Let your gaze go with your hand. Inhale. And exhale. Cactus arm, inhale. Left elbow tries to draw down towards the left side of your mat. Exhaling. Inhale. Cactus that left arm. Exhale. Cactus. Exhale. And exhale. Wonderful. Now bring your knees back to center, feet planted down. Keep squeezing your block and have your heels close. We're going to do bridge. Have the toes pointed forward and the feet hip distance. As we inhale, we're going to reach our arms overhead, press into our feet, lift our hips up, and exhale to lower down. Inhale, squeezing the block. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Exhale. And notice what is turning on right now. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Now leave your feet where they are, but flex them. So the toes are off the ground and the heels are digging in. Inhale. Lift, lift, lift your hips. Exhale to lower. Inhale. And lower. Inhale. Notice if this feels different than the other bridge. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Whew. Unflex your feet. Remove your block. Whew. And this time, turn your toes out. So you're externally rotating out a little bit. Leave your knees so that they stay over your ankles as we do this. So don't let them splay out. Imagine you're still squeezing that block. Here we go. You're going to flex the feet, dig the heels into the ground, but this time the toes are pointed out to the sides of your mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Notice if this turning of the feet changes the feeling in your legs and in your thut, right here where your thigh and your butt is. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Ooh. Hug your knees into your chest. Nice juicy hug. And however is comfortable for you, find yourself up to a seated position. Now go ahead and grab your block. We're going to come into a Z pose. So plant your feet down about shoulder distance and draw your knees over to the left. This is our Z pose position. Stay there with the ankle connected to the knee. I'm just going to rotate with your block over to the left side. Have it off of your mat so that you can push it away from you. You're going to inhale Reach your block away and exhale to draw it back. Inhale to reach. Join in if you haven't already. Exhale to drop back. Reaching. Exhale to drop back. If you have a hardwood floor, you can always use a blanket. Press the blanket away and then draw it back. And make it hard. Make it like so there's like a sandbag or it's a really heavy block. And draw it back. So you're going over to the left side here. You don't have to go all the way over to the left, but at a pretty good angle. Pressing the block away, pulling it back. You can make it fun. Sweep the arm overhead and come back up. You can make more challenging. Reach your back leg, hover it in the air, and come back. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Now bring your knees back to center and then draw them over to the other side. So now your left knee is connected to your right arch. You're going to press the block away to the right and just find a nice long steady breath. You can exhale as you push away and inhale to come back up, whatever you want. Maybe you inhale to press the block away and exhale to come back up. Make your block feel super heavy. Maybe you throw in that arm. Maybe you gaze up. Maybe you reach that back left leg away and bring it back. And bring it back. Two more. Sorry, my carpet's noisy. And we're done. Finding our way onto our belly. Let the tops of the thighs really plant down on your mat. And then bring your palms in front of you, so one palm is on top of the other, and rest your forehead on your palms. First, I just want you to lift your elbows off the ground, and then lower them back down. And once you feel like you've got that down pat, leave your elbows where they are, lift your head up off the ground, and lower. You can go as slow or as fast as you want. Next, keep the forehead connected to the palms and lift the forehead and the elbows off the ground. And then lower back down. Lift and lower. And notice what you're engaging to lift yourself up. Are you taking it all in the back? Maybe you can ground through your feet and your hips a little bit as you lift up. And lower. Take a rest, remembering to breathe as we do this. This time I want you to inhale, lift up, turn over to the right as you're hovering, and then exhale to come back to center, lowering down. Inhale, lift, turn over to the left, and lower back down. Inhale, turn, exhale, lower. Inhale, turn to the left, exhale, lower. Keep doing that at your own pace. 4 more times. And if you're wondering why we're doing this, we're creating a little space in our thoracic spine, which we need for dancer. Lower back down, just relax. Turn your head to one side, reach your hands back behind you. We're gonna do Shalabhasana, locust. First, ground your feet, ground your hips, and inhale as you draw your shoulders back. The top of your head headbutts the front of the room, and you extend your hands back behind you. So reach them up as high as you can and reach through your ring fingers as far back towards the room as you can. Keep breathing. And then once you're all worn out, go ahead and lower down and turn your head to the opposite side. Let's do that again. Inhale. Lift up. Get that chest higher. Draw those shoulders back. Reach through your fingers. And cheek to the opposite side. Lowering down. Feel free to engage the feet this time. So maybe the thighs and the feet come off the ground. Here we go. Inhale. Headbutt the front of the room. Turn on those legs. Reach, reach, reach. And lower down. One more like that. Inhale. Keep on reaching. Turn the tops of your feet down towards the floor. Squeeze your feet so they stay hip distance. And exhale. Lower down. Now bring your arms into a T shape. And if you have pretty tight shoulders, try cactusing. We're going to start with our right arm. So if you have really tight shoulders, cactus your right arm like a 90-degree angle. So the wrist is in line with the elbow and the elbow is in line with the shoulders. Or you can have the arm straight. Press into your left hand, so cupcake your left hand. Open your body up to the left. And your top leg naturally might come behind you or in front of you. Just go nice and slow. Find a comfortable place, comfortable stopping point for your shoulder, and stay there. If your head's uncomfortable, you can rest it on a block or just leave your head on the ground. We're stretching the pecs, the front side of the shoulders now. Close the body off. Rolling back onto the belly. Same thing on the other side. So you can either cactus your right arm or you can leave the arm straight so the hand is in line with the shoulder. Cupcake your right hand, press into your right hand. Your body opens up to the right. That top leg might naturally plant behind you or in front of you. Relax your head and stay here. Come back onto your belly. This time, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. We're in Sphinx pose. We're drawing the heart forward, pressing into the elbows. And we're going to do cat-cow in Sphinx pose. So as you exhale, press into your elbows, your upper back rounds, your shoulders protract, you hollow out your belly, and then as you inhale, you draw the heart forward. The shoulders start to draw back. Nice broad chest. So let's keep doing that. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pressing into the hands and the elbows. Inhale. Maybe you gaze all the way up. Exhale. Upper back rounds. Inhale. Don't sag in your shoulders. Keep pressing as you draw the heart forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. One Wonderful. Grab your block, squeeze your block between your hands, so really grip it, give it a good grip. Tuck your toes, reach through your heels, lift your hips up, press into your forearms, and now you are in a forearm plank. Walk your feet towards you as you continue to keep those elbows so they're shoulder distance. And now we're in a dolphin pose position here. So the legs don't have to stay straight. You're trying to keep the back body long. Drawing the heels down towards the floor, maybe pedaling the feet. And this is stretching the lats. Keep squeezing your block. Try not to let your elbows splay. And then lower your knees down. Sit your hips back on your heels. This next one is one of my favorites. You're going to plant your right foot down out in front of you. Leave your left leg bent. And if you have wrist problems, we're coming with our hands back behind us, fingers pointed forward. If this is too much on your wrists, then take that rolled up blanket that we had earlier to give you a little bit of elevation for your wrists so they're not so flexed. We're going to lift our hips up, press into our right foot, and go ahead and lower your head whenever it's comfortable, or you can leave it here. So maybe you feel a stretch in the top of the thigh, a stretch in the fronts of the shoulders, and then lower your hips back down. Ooh. Let's do that again. Press into your foot, press into your shin, let your head draw back, chest is open, and lower back down. Let's switch sides. So plant the left foot down now. You kind of lean over to the left a little so you can draw your right heel behind you. The knee is still pointed forward on that right side. Fingertips are behind you. Pressing into the left foot, right shin, hips lift just like in our bridge, and you lower the head. Lower back down. Inhale as you lift. Pressing into the hands as well. Exhale as you lower. Let's do one more. Inhale. Lift, and you can move your left foot wherever is comfortable for you, and go forward or back. And lower. Now let's find our way onto our hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Press your right heel away from you, toes pointed down towards the floor. We're going to come into bird dog. So reach your left hand forward. If you're feeling super unsteady, plant your left hand back down. Take a breath here. Lower the left hand back down. Draw the right heel towards you. So the foot is flexed, the heel is drawing towards you, and it's also pressing up into the air. We're going to try to find the feeling that you get in dancer pose. So reach your left hand back, swim it back. Maybe you can catch the top of your foot or the ankle and kick the foot into the hand. If not, no worries. Just keep pressing that heel up, drawing the foot towards you, turning on the hamstring, and reaching your hand back. And then go ahead and lower down. We'll switch sides. Wiggle it out on the in-between. Reach the left heel away. Toes pointed down. Knees underneath the hips. Reach the right hand away. Bird dog. Plant the right hand back down. Draw the left heel towards you. Kicking the heel into the air as you draw your foot closer to your buttocks. And see if you can swim that right hand back. Maybe you catch the top of the foot, kicking the foot into the hand. Or maybe you just stay here, reaching back Engaging the hamstring on that left leg. And lower down, release. Now tuck your toes, walk your hands forward, and come into your first downward facing dog of the day. So the hips lift high. You're pressing into your index finger knuckle and your thumb knuckle. You've got your torso spilling over your hips, firming the forearms together. You're trying to find length in your spine. So it doesn't matter if your legs are straight. You can bend the knees. Hopefully that'll help get your hips lifted. But you are trying to bring the weight into your heels. Bring the feet together. Reach the right leg up. Again, toes pointed down. And find equanimity in both of your hands. Even weight in both your hands. And then lower that foot down. Reach the left leg up. Toes pointed down. Keep squeezing those forearms energetically together. And lower that foot down. Bend your knees. Gaze forward. Step or jump to your hands. Exhale and just hang like a rag doll here. On your next inhale, ground through your feet. Reach the arms up, come to stand. And exhale to join your palms at heart center. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Maybe the fingers come to touch. Exhale, drawing the torso over the legs, folding forward. Inhale, rise halfway up to a flat back. And exhale, plant your hands, shoot your right leg back. Come into a low lunge, active. So draw your shoulders back, draw your heart forward, reach your right heel into an imaginary wall. Drop the knee, inhale as you sweep the arms up, or maybe you just bring the hands on to the top of the knee, and exhale to plant the palms again, and press back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step or jump to your hands. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise again, rooting through the feet, coming to stand. Exhale to join the palms. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, fingertips touch. Exhale, long spine as you fold forward. Inhale, rise halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, planting the fingertips, shooting the left leg back. Inhale as you draw the shoulders back, reaching the left heel into an imaginary wall. Exhale. Inhale. On your next exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale to gaze forward, step or jump to your hands, and exhale to fold. Inhale, coming to stand, and exhale to join the palms. Bring your hands onto your hips, and we're going to come into a high lunge. So shoot your right leg back. Whoops. Stay nice and high. So the back heel's off the ground, and your front knee is bent. In your high lunge, join your palms together and start to draw your chest forward. Pressing that back right heel away, away, away. On your next inhale, reach your arms back behind you like we did in the locust pose. Exhale it out. Inhale, sweeping the arms forward. Exhale, reaching the fingertips back. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, fingertips back. Inhale, fingertips forward. Exhale, fingertips back. One more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And then just go ahead and step your front foot to meet the back. Shake out that left leg. And now shoot your left leg back. So the left heel is pressing into an imaginary wall, and the right knee is bent in your high lunge. Reaching that left heel away, join the palms together, lean the chest forward. On your next inhale, reach the hands back. Exhale, reach the hands forward. Inhale, extend the arms behind. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, fingertips back, forward. Inhale, sweep them back. Exhale, sweep them forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Woo, join your palms, step your feet together, shake out that right leg. And now we're gonna work on our dancer. We're ready. So let's do a lot of variations here. Go near a wall or a chair. I'm gonna grab a chair. So you've got your chair or the wall in front of you. And if you've never balanced on one leg before, find a focal point. So something to fix your gaze on, or your drishti. And the leg that you're standing on, you really want to press that big toe mound, all three corners of your feet into the earth. So for this first version, we're just going to ground the left foot, find our focal point, and draw our right foot up. So like we did earlier in our tiger, we're drawing our right heel towards us. Find a tiny little bend in that left leg, so you're engaging the muscles on your standing leg. Reach those arms back behind you, like we just did in high lunge, and try to draw your chest forward. That's all I want you to do for now. And come back to center, lower that right foot down. Same thing on the other side. And this is where a chair or a wall comes in handy if you're having a hard time. Find your drishti, ground your right foot, bend the left knee, drawing the left heel towards the buttocks, left foot is flexed. And reach those hands back. See if you can start to lean forward. Maybe you use one hand on the chair or the wall to help you out. And then come back to stand. Lower that left foot down. And just notice how one side was different than the other possibly. Variation 2 of dancer. So ground your left foot. Bend your right knee and bring it in front of you this time. So your right foot's in front of you. Now see if you can swing your right foot behind you and reach your left hand forward, right hand back, and then come back to center. So it's kind of like this funny dance move. Right foot goes back, right hand goes back, and then we come back to where we started. Left hand forward, right foot back, and we come back to where we started. It's like a mid-air running man. Come back to where we started. So we're trying to find that coordination that we need in our dancer. One more. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you come back. Lower the right foot down, shake out that left leg. So let's lift that left leg up this time. Again, find your drishti. Inhale, swing our left foot back behind us. Right hand forward. Exhale, come back with the left knee in front. Inhale, foot goes back behind. Exhale, forward. Go at whatever pace works for you. Finding that tiny bend in your standing leg knee. One more inhale. And come back to center. Exhale, shake it out. Third variation of dancer. So you're going to ground your right foot into the earth and draw your left heel behind you. See if you can grab the top of your foot with your left hand. Again, find your focal point, or maybe you grab the ankle. And if this is not happening for you, that's where the strap comes in handy. Everyone just stay there, feeling that nice stretch on the top of your thigh if you have your foot connected to your hand. If not, that's when you need to loop a strap, make a tiny loop, put it around your foot, draw your heel towards you. Make sure the loop is tight so it doesn't fall off your foot. Walk your hand down the strap so you can get your hand closer to your foot. We're going to switch sides. Shake out that leg, ground the left foot into the earth, find your drishti, and draw your right heel towards your buttocks. Catch the top of your foot with your right hand. Stay here, enjoy that juicy stretch on the top of your thigh, or use this time now to wrap the strap around your foot if you're not able to get your hand to your foot. Notice if this side feels different than the other side in your hips or in your thigh, and release. We are ready. That last version should tell you whether or not you need a strap for this next variation. If you're still working on your balance, use that chair or that wall. We're going to ground our right foot, find our drishti, and draw our left heel behind us. Catch your foot or your ankle, and you can have your hand on the outside of your foot or the inside, whatever works best for you. Then you start to kick your foot into your hand. As you do that, your chest starts to naturally draw forward a little. Enjoy that nice stretch on your left shoulder, and try not to open the hips too much to the left. The hip points, those bony parts on the front of your body, are mostly pointed forward toward the front of your mat, not to the side of your mat. And then, release. Shake out that right leg. Let's try the other side. Ground your left foot, find your focal point, draw your right heel towards you. Catch your foot with your hand on the inside or the outside. And as you kick your foot into your hand, or you kick your foot while you're holding onto your strap, your body naturally starts to tilt forward. Remember that micro bend in your left leg, and maybe you use the wall here, or a chair, or maybe you reach that left arm up, get funky with your dancer, woo! Don't look different directions. And release. We'll give it one more go on each side, grounding the right foot, drawing the left heel towards the buttocks, catching the foot with the hand, engaging the top of the thigh on that right leg. We kick our foot into our hands. The torso starts to draw forward. Keep breathing. Come back, lower your foot down when you're done, and let's do the other side one more time. Finding your focal point, rooting your left foot into the earth, drawing your right heel towards you. Catch the foot on the inside or the outside. Start to kick your foot into your hand so the heel draws away. And come into whatever version of dancer is your version. Hopefully you found a moment of clarity. Or maybe this practice was just good for working on your balance. Join your palms together. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.